This is really what's important for humanity to understand, is that we are all connected. This is how we are all connected. One way of saying this is the idea of the question, what are you? Who are you? And one of the answers that has come through the channeling is, well, I am you from another point of view. Because we are all connected, we're all reflections, we're all aspects of the same one thing. Again, call it whatever you will. God, Goddess, all that is. Source, if you wish to call it that. But we are all reflections of it. We're all aspects of it. We're all extensions of it. So it is experiencing itself through all of us and all things within existence. So we are very much all connected in that way. Another way of understanding that everything is one thing, from a more physical point of view, is this idea that has come out of the channeling that Bashar called the prime radiant. So let your imagination open up for a moment and imagine this. Imagine an empty black void. There is nothing in this black void except one single subatomic particle. So get that in your imagination, get that in your mind's eye. It's this little electron just floating there in the middle of this vast nothingness. Now, because there's nothing else but this single subatomic particle, there are no rules here. There's no laws of physics to govern this, because nothing else exists except this single particle. So it can behave any way that it cares to. It doesn't have to obey the speed of light or anything like that. This is its own universe with no laws governing anything in it. So imagine that this single particle, which can do anything, is now moving and zipping around in this vast emptiness. And it is going faster than the speed of light. So fast, in fact, that it can actually come back and forth to the same spot or next to itself so quickly that it appears to be 2 particles, and 3 particles, and 4 and 5 and 6 and more. It is moving so fast that it suddenly fills the entire void with itself appearing next to itself so quickly that it looks like a multitude of subatomic particles. And therefore the idea is that no matter how many millions, billions, or trillions of apparent particles there may be in this void, it is actually made up of one single particle. So if you extrapolate this to our physical reality, I could say that the particles that make up my body, the particles that make up your body, the particles that make up the building, the chair, and everything in it are actually the product of one single particle moving at infinite speed so quickly that it can actually pretend to act like a multitude of different particles interacting with themselves. I know that that's a little bit mind-boggling, a little bit to hold on to in your mind, in your imagination. But if something like that is actually representative of the truth, of the reality behind physical experience, then we are literally made of the same particle.